Craig County Commission, Henry County, Missouri, Tuesday, January 6, 2026, first day of the January term. The Henry County Commission met pursuant to adjournment at the courthouse in Clinton, Missouri. Those members present were Jim Stone, presiding commissioner, Mark Larson, North District Commissioner, Kelly Mary, County Clerk. At 9:01 a.m., Commissioner Stone brought the meeting to order. Minutes from the Tuesday, December 30th, 2025 meeting were read. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the minutes. Commissioner Stone seconded the motion. Motion carried. Commissioners approved the payroll. Milton Houck addressed the commission regarding the Tightwad Fire Department. He is concerned with where the money is going and that there are only 3 people on the fire department. Clerk Merritt shared that Milton would need to contact the state auditor's office with his concerns. Matt Gormley with Scottwood Industries LLC attended the meeting for a solicitation. 9:15 a.m. Sheriff Aaron Brown, Captain Michael Bilber, Captain Rob Hills, Captain Jackie Watson, and Lieutenant Wendy Cubulus attended the commission meeting to present their year-end report for 2025. The report can be found online at www.henrymosheriff.gov. Each individual gave the update on their respective department. Sheriff Brown ended his report thanking Henry County for the past year. Our office has made a deliberate commitment to share who we are, what we do, and what we accomplish. We will continue to do so. Transparency is not always easy, and it can invite criticism, but we firmly believe that citizens of Henry County deserve to know how their elected and appointed officials and their offices are serving them. In my 15 years in law enforcement, I've watched first responders witness things most people will never see, moments that stay with them long after the call is cleared. Yet day after day, shift after shift, year after year, they continue to show up. This profession demands far more than time. It requires presence, compassion, composure, and strength in moments that could break others. Behind every badge is a human being, one who carries more than most will ever realize. My reminder and my request is simple. Continue to support our men and women, pray for them, encourage them, stand with them. The weight of the badge is heavy, and so others do not have to carry it. Sheriff Brown. 9:41 a.m. A public hearing for the 2026 Henry County budget was held. Clerk Merritt read her 2026 budget message to the group. She then went on to explain the changes made from the original document to the present document. Interest was added and all final 2025 expenses were added. There were a few typos that were fixed, and the road and bridge budget was adjusted to include the Davis Township. I went to include contract after that. Commissioner Larson made a motion to approve the 2026 Henry County budget. Commissioner Stone seconded. Motion carried with a roll call vote. Larson, yes. Stone, yes. Bradley, absent. Dennis Bowers, Road and Bridge Supervisor, asked commissioners to put the culverts out for bid now for 2026. He also shared that they will be down on Southwest 1151 Road in Deepwater Township. They will close the road for 3 or 4 days in the near future as they dig up the intersection to try to stabilize that portion of the road. He shared that they finished up brush hogging yesterday. They will bring in the equipment and get it cleaned up and ready to go for April. Darren Huey, Project Homeless, presented the commissioners with the lease for the building at 220 South Washington to use the location as a warming center. Darren shared that he needs a letter of donation for them to get their 501c3. He shared that they have been serving 8 to 15 people at the warming shelter. They have gotten 1 to treatment and 2 more will be moving to 12 apartments this week. At 10:25 a.m., Max Pike addressed the commission regarding his senior tax freeze application being denied. He stated that he is a responsible party for the taxes. The ordinance that the county has states that if in a trust, the applicant must be named as a trustee owner of the property. Mr. Pike is not listed as a trustee on his trust, therefore that is why the commission denied the application. Commissioners reviewed and approved senior tax applications. At 11:10 a.m., Commissioner Larson made a motion to adjourn the meeting. Commissioner Stone seconded. Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that. Motion been made and second to approve minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Which I have a few for you to do today.
Oh, great.
I'll have it read.
Kelly, do you know what we paid, I know what we paid, but this Fields Creek special?
Oh, yes. Apparently I wrote down the wrong number.
Okay.
We owed them $800. Sorry, I meant to tell you about that when that came through. I think I looked at the next
Wow.
line, so it was the next, and I paid that amount.
Yep.
Brent came in and said, nothing matches. Well, that's my handwriting, so. At 9:30, I didn't update it on this, I updated on the one. I got this one. Bill Foley.
Holy,
Bill Foley. It's coming in to update you after their meeting with the city of Clermont.
They got their rugs downstairs.
They did, and they look nice.
Do they look good?
I had to do some swapping, as you can see the corrections on there. They got one too big, so I had to reorder it. And then they ordered some tape to keep them down,
Hold it down.
and it never showed up, but they charged us for it. So I had to get a refund on that and then reorder it for them. So, but they do look really nice.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You still get around.
What's that?
You're a handicap, you still get around.
Oh, I'm finding out what it's like to live on the other side.
No shit.
Had to make some interesting adjustments trying to get dressed,
Oh,
shower, and
at least you could take it off.
yeah, I can move around without the brace. Just takes the pressure off of me.
How long are you gonna wear? So a month?
Well, it's been 2.5 weeks. I'm looking at the 4 to 6 with this. They'll just all adjust it so it can bend more. I'll just pretend I'm lying on a football team.
Say what?
So I just pretend I'm lying on a football team.
Yeah.
All braced up.
Well, the Chiefs are gonna have some openings.
Chiefs. I don't know how they can do that. Week in and week out. First time I got hit after I beat them.
That's what happened going up football one day. He tried to kill me. I said, screw this.
I played intramural football once. Grade was 7th grade. I was a safety. This guy broke through the line and was coming down. I was the last grade to stop him. We're talking kids here, right? 7th grade. Yeah. But he was a good kid. And I was probably 70 pounds. I got down and got in front of him. He just ran right over me, stuck a cleat right here in my chest. I said, well, football's not my game, I think.
That's the lady said it good up.
I started running. It wasn't worth it. 6,000 miles
Yeah, I know. You're like,
over 49, 55 years. And
you had it for a while.
I've fallen 14 times. But seven times have been since I moved here. So for 50 years, I only fell 7 times.
That's when you started drinking, right?
That's right. So, well, this is one of the roads around here kind of dangerous. I've been dancing around them for years.
Yeah.
To avoid getting tripped up, it's got me every so often.
Our infrastructure is in bad need. Both above ground and on.
Well, you've got, unfortunately, too much infrastructure for the income of the city. The city's got infrastructure that's beyond. I came from a town of 3 times the size of the city, and they didn't have a big park or a public pool. They got 2 pools here and multiple parks. So that's a lot of money.
Okay, you start. Yeah, you start. At least start.
It's nice to have all those things. That means that there's less money for road maintenance.
That's when you start with certain businesses to come on board, which you don't do well. Oh, well.
I'm going to tell them how much they owe you.
We already did.
You already told me over
No.
13,000.
No.
You said they were going to split it.
Yeah.
They made that announcement Tuesday at City Council. put a number on it.
Yeah, we readjusted it after we did the facts. We put the facts down the paper and found out we could get away with a little bit less. So we will see.
Commitment's been made. And the numbers been finalized,
Yeah.
so. Should be a slam dunk.
We don't ever know about JD. He just got back from Hawaii. It's too expensive.
No, I don't have any, it's not that I didn't go read, but that's, there's not all the big tree.
No, I'd rather go to Montana.
I flew to London once, it was long enough. Can't imagine going to South Africa or New Zealand on that stupid plane for 15 or 18 hours. I think I was the pilot. So I did it.
Put it on autopilot. Yeah, I got a cousin who's used to take the Concorde over to France. It was massive.
Rail. I think it was expensive.
Yeah.
It cost a lot of money. It was like
He was
first class rate.
he was CFO.
Going out the door this month.
And then he deflected after became CFO for Walmart.
We haven't paid any yet since the
His
23rd of December.
retirement package is
We haven't paid
898.
bills. That's the budget,
Yeah.
so that's why.
I never did find out it was annual, but it was up there.
I've never understood why they pay us CEOs so much money. The company could go along without them, but the company couldn't get along without everybody else under the CEO.
Right. But
Kinda like-
it aged him a lot.
Yeah.
He's only 3 years older than me, and he looks like he's 10 years older.
Well, I found out when I did my vice principal internship in high school, well, high school district. There's a need for the principal and vice principal, but they shouldn't be paid, money to pay the teachers are doing the hard work.
Oh. Yeah, I
You
know.
need the administration to take all that paperwork away from the teachers to teach. So it's, you gotta have it. Why they think they need to pay that kind of money? Doesn't make any sense.
They
to me.
don't. They shouldn't be. I was looking at Kathleen about two principals and a superintendent.
Well, when I was vice principal in summer school in Fort Collins, Colorado,
Pretty good.
what the principal did was he put on me a discipline. So when any of the parents came in, I had to deal with them. Delinquent student was number 2.
Yeah.
So what the principal was doing, I'm not real sure.
I don't know. Well, here comes Gary.
He gave me 2 of these black jobs, that's for sure. Kelly, you weren't kidding when you said they were gonna have a bunch of bills today.
Yeah.
That looks more like the
No.
the court payments.
I'm sitting
Jury
there.
payments.
I'm sitting in there for a second.
Oh, okay.
It was
Well, I
what,
missed it.
what
got
was,
mine.
You want me to print it?
You said it looks like the file you bring in when you're paying off the jury.
we don't do that no more.
Hey,
It's all
I-
digital.
Okay.
Yeah, I was giving Amy grief.
Yeah.
Tuesday after we approved the budget and I got it all in Tyler. Before I could print it, she had already put something in there, so I didn't even get to see my beautiful 100% clear budget before. She's like, got things to do. Stamp this.
I thought I saw your vehicle pull up out there, Phil. I stood there waiting, some lady got, whoops.
And there's a few black Jeeps out there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good day.
What weight does the city council actually have on Alliance or whatever, that crappy cash we do? Actually, we got quite a bit. Or are you guys kind of in a fine because you got a contract with them?
Well, okay, first of all, you guys, no, it's not you guys, you know I stood up for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just addressing you as a representative.
Power to do it. They just need to stand on it.
I'm gonna go.
We'll do a couple more orders of business here.
She's on the bowl, by the way.
This is the recorder's fee sheet for the month of December.
I thought it'd be called-
And then these are, the pay raises for the road and bridge that you guys agreed on that will take effect on their anniversary date, but we need them signed so we can put them
I
with their.
have cancer around when I run the roads, I get avoid and this one I was aware of, but I just caught it the wrong way. So, I believe it's the second time I found it.
Did you file against them?
It's not costing me anything. Pain and suffering. I'm hoping they get the picture. I'm hoping they get the point without me having to say it. And they're gonna get sued when it's somebody. And,
Make sure that's what we
you know,
all
it's
agree on.
fine.
Or what you guys agree on.
So that
This
the
is,
city,
All three of them.
I really need to hold them accountable for the sloppy work they do.
They need to go back and read the city ordinances. That's the problem with the council members. They have no idea what's in the ordinance.
I like to read the packets. Some of them,
You do something.
some do. But, there's a few, especially the older people that are gone now. It was clear they weren't reading the packets.
We don't read them.
let's go with this.
That's his.
Let's go with this.
No, these all.
This is, that's what the
Yeah,
sign.
when he comes back, he's
Right.
gonna
Sign
sign
it,
that.
sign it. Yeah. Down, sign
Greg
it.
Shannon said he would.
Yeah, the
Yes.
newer crowds are a little bit better than the old,
That-
3 years ago.
Yeah,
They weren't really reading stuff. But I get the same thing on the committees I'm on. You know,
The
opposed
COLA
to
went into
reading
effect on January first.
with me because
Those
they
are
online because-
above and beyond.
And then we
Anniversary.
come to the meeting, it's new, they haven't looked at it.
No, what's this?
Yeah. I don't know, you know, what can you do about that?
You done checks, Sean?
Yeah,
I was
and
just
then,
thinking about this big emphasis on state streets. Yeah.
You signed all three.
Good job on that.
I think,
Perfect. Perfect. All right, if you guys want to go ahead
You wanna get Bill?
with Bill and Gary.
Bill?
Well,
Okay.
David's not here right now. He's got the lead letter.
Oh,
I can speak to the letter. We met with the city on Tuesday and talked with them and had some real good conversations with the finance committee, and got into pretty in-depth. And eventually, when we were all said and done, they approved our request. And I have it wrote down for you guys. I don't think you guys got one of these yet.
There he is.
Jake.
Just like that.
Thank you, sir.
I got it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Can't reach this.
Year.
Yeah, you get on, okay?
Yeah, I'm getting one.
What's the recovery process?
As you can see by the letter, they approved our request for 13,885, which covers all of the installation and all the parts and all the labor, that includes our update to the gazebo to get that much more efficient. And that'll bring me back, Jim, to the initial request here. According to Mr. Larson, they were going to do a match, whatever the city did.
Yep.
So we're here wondering if you're going to approve that.
That's not a figure that the city came up with. That was us actually putting all the figures, really tightening it up, and that's what we came up with. So that's why we're submitting back to you for less than what we requested.
Okay.
So
I
they
mean,
really like the project.
I think we should, yeah, definitely.
Okay, you wanna make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve, giving them the money.
It matches that.
Yep.
Number 13,885.
Okay, and Kelly, that check will go out to the Clinton Tourism. They're the 501c3.
Kelly, we can send you an invoice. That's what we did with
That'd be
the
great.
city, if that's what you would like.
Yes.
Okay?
Perfect.
Now, second that. With that being said, we vote, Mark,
Yes.
Jim, yes. Jake. Yes.
As a city council member, I'd like to thank you all very much. And hope in the future we can work on a lot more projects together.
Okay.
So
I think it'll be really great for the courthouse area to improve the businesses that are coming to town. So we should be able to do a lot with it. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys doing this.
No problem.
This-
Do you have any
it's gonna be
questions?
good.
You've got 3 of us here.
we're gonna be working
We're
closely
gonna
with
get
Chris
ahold
on this project.
Track you down.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you have my phone.
Yeah, get David.
And, you know, we also talked about after the city council meeting that, you know, maybe if the weather holds, who knows if it will or not, we can get in here and start doing all this and then have the ground flattened and planted and then let the spring rains come in before anybody starts having any activities on the courthouse lawn. That's our hope.
Be
Don't
good.
know if that'll happen or
So
not.
just-
That's our hope.
It's Missouri and it's spring. So
Yeah. Just don't know how.
So like I said, we'll work closely with Chris on everything we do.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Yep.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I brought along.
I seen your deal.
Do you all want to talk about that now?
Hope you forward you have a chance to email.
Yeah, I read his email.
As long as we can keep it open, long as we can. cause that's. big factor,
Yeah,
Especially.
I'm thinking
especially
we can
courthouse.
keep, I'm thinking we can keep at least the parking lot open Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday. And then once everybody has cleared out from here, Tuesday after work, then, but then on Tuesday, the carnival can start setting up like they always do. And then they have Tuesday evening and then Wednesday during the day to get ready for that armband night on Thursday, on Wednesday at 6.
Every week check with Pat upstairs. We need to check with courts.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Before we do anything there.
Yeah.
Cause that's our main thing. there.
But we're also closed on Friday, so that does
Yeah.
help.
And
yes,
I thought the same thing. We're not really closing for any more days.
Right.
because we're
Yeah.
not-
right. You kind of
Yeah.
usually give us Thursday and Friday. This time
Right.
we're
Not
asking for
anymore.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Right, we
Yeah.
just backed it up.
And who knows, the carnival, once we get this, if we get this approved, then I can talk to the carnival and tell them, the measurements we have out here and all that kind of good stuff and say, we're wanting you to set up more on the pavement than on the grass. Do you think you can set up 2 or 3 rides and maybe still have room to do something? I don't know that, but we could try.
I mean, we can
And,
look
and
at
so
it.
then you'd have possibly Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know. I kind of like the way I kind of had it in the
I think
email.
it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday.
Let's-
Yeah.
I'll send your email to Pat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
get everything down.
Okay.
That's gonna be the first, cause I gotta be with Judge.
Sure.
Would you
Usually
want
it's a
to?
holiday weekend, they're not really,
They don't push it.
I don't see that it's gonna be an issue, but
Okay.
Do
Okay.
you want us to come back at a certain date and talk about it, Jim? Or
I'll just
How do you
let
want-
David Lee know.
Mm.
Okay.
okay, that'll work too.
Then I can pass along to the carnival
Yeah.
and my teeth insurance.
Yeah.
I'll get that cleared up with Pat today.
Okay.
If
Perfect.
she- As long as she's here.
Yeah. No
All right.
problem.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks for everything, guys.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Very good. We're ready for you.
Me? Okay. My name's Mary Ann.
Diane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Am I supposed to be here? I guess. I don't know.
Wherever you
We
are.
ain't
Yeah,
came to
we're-
searches around Lincoln down
Yeah. Denver. Well, Denver and Denver lives next to me. Is my uncle.
there? Okay.
And Mary lives in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew a lot of them. I used, my aunt and uncle, Jacob's son, Shirley. Mine know him, Palo,
Yeah. Did you know Tom Sirks?
Huh?
He was my uncle Tom. He was in the Army.
Yeah, seems like mine.
And
I don't remember him.
Theodore McQueen is my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So my family's lived in this
Yeah,
area.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why I just seen it.
Yeah.
It was, and I go, well, it's very possible.
Yeah.
It's SIERCKS.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, my family's lived there forever, and our community is the Delosiers and the McQueens, and
Yeah.
we all just it's our community, and we've always known that the other side of the road was my dad's, Dale Sirks. So this portion across the road has always been our property, and now this year when I went with my mom to pay property taxes, I saw that it was 17 instead of 20. I understand that it's not 20 because the road came through, but forever it has been that the land on the other side of the road is a good portion, and it butts up against my Uncle Denver's property on the fence, and then across the road is also my Uncle Denver's property. It used to be my dad's. My dad sold it to my uncle. I'm wondering at what point that land, I understand easement, and I understand that as being on either side of the road, not that entire piece of road.
Well, the way I understand on taxes, and I don't know when that went into effect, but the county on the easement, that's subtracted off y'all's taxes. You don't
Yes.
have to pay tax on that.
Correct.
And now, how much of easement or anything, I don't know. That part of it, you have to talk to the assessor.
Okay,
Scott,
yeah,
have you talked to him?
he said come to the commission and talk.
Okay, all right.
So here I am.
Well, that's fine. I'll find out a little more about it. Jake is usually the one that we are talking. He's gone today. He's got a shoulder problem.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll get with him, and that way I'll know. But we'll try to find out. I guess what I'm asking is, the easement's a lot wider than what y'all expected, or the acreage is just showing up as different.
The acreage is showing up only on the consecutive one area. Across the road has always been my understanding, and I've been mowing it, and my dad has been mowing it, taking care of it. That property on the opposite side of the road, it's a good chunk. It's a big triangle where they put in the new road to curve to go to Truman Lake.
And that's on 901 road, right?
Yeah, and by looking at the deed, it shows, section and quarter and this and that, but I guess I was trying to come here to see also if it's the 17.6 consecutive, because then it would be only on that side that you're considering. But it's always been my understanding that we had that road on the other side too. And everyone in that community has that understanding too.
I guess I'm not following everything y'all want. I'm trying to. Can you get it up?
The picture does have.
Yeah. We have an address out there, or is it just
63 Southeast 901 Road.
Perfect. Thank you. Helps me because I can pull up the whole entire parcel. And the parcel shows 17.60 acres.
Like I said, this has been in my family for
And it's always 20.
generations.
It's showing 20. What it used to.
It used to show 20, yes,
Do you know about when it changed?
when they put in the road. And my dad acquired that land in 74, but the road went in when they put in Truman Lake. When they finished it, it was like
That was in
80s.
somewhere.
So it hasn't like recently changed on your tax bill. It didn't used to show 20 and now it shows 17.6. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to follow what
It did show on the paperwork 20, and that's why I went in when we were paying taxes. Why are we paying for 20 when we don't have 20? And then they did adjust it to 17.6 to show on all of the paperwork.
Mm-hmm. And now you're saying it should have been 20?
No, I think it's.
Well,
I can't find the document. No, because it's less than the road.
yeah.
So I'm saying that we have this and that little triangle across the road. That butts
I
up.
don't know for sure where you at. I guess that's where I'm following. But I know about when they cut the roads through, and I don't know how they done that. But I know just like on your deeds and most of them, it's plus or minus. It's plus or minus so many acres. I don't know about that, but I don't understand why it's showing up 20 and then went to 17.
But it's 17 now, and they just said that it wasn't updated. I'm getting taxed on my mom is getting taxed on 17.6.
Okay.
But it's.
And she was always paying 20.
She was always paying 17, but it showed 20. That's where this whole came
Oh.
from. I didn't even think that there was a question about not being our land. I've been mowing it for the last 8 years for sure, and then my dad before that.
Would you mind looking at this? Come on up here. Make sure I'm in the right location.
Right here.
So you're talking about this little triangle right here. So
Yes.
it's not showing in your property line, but this also is showing 20 acres.
Yeah, well, they said, okay, yeah, see, they said, but I've seen a lot of different things written. It kind of made me ask more questions about things.
Have you went back to maybe like the deed, the actual deed and see what
The deed is
Did you give it to him already?
No, they told me it's like page 496, section 21. It's on record.
Well, I was just thinking that might actually have the page 4.
Acres.
It would be 20 if that triangle is
Yeah.
included. But I know it's less than 20, but I want clarification on that triangle.
This one piece right here.
Yeah.
But not this one?
Well, I always thought
I'm just curious.
yeah, I think that's my uncle Denver's, and he thinks that's his too.
Yeah, and
because-
he owns all of this,
Uh-huh.
right?
And here too.
Now, who owns it? Yeah.
This
you know,
is her
yeah,
uncle.
Okay.
And this is Riles, and this is my understanding that's his too, and that's portioned off different.
It's Terry Riles, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I don't know why that's not here.
Click on that.
Click on what?
Yes, down here.
This?
Yeah.
That's her uncle's.
And it does not showing up.
It doesn't show that anybody owns
Oh.
this, it shows it as me.
I don't know.
The easement shouldn't be any more than 50 feet. That should be the max, no matter what. Is that, is
I'm
that
wondering
integrity?
because it
Yeah,
looks
the
like
Corps
this.
Corps of Engineers, that's where all this,
If it's 50, it's a kind of a triangle,
Right.
and there's 2 roads, so if it's 50 feet off each of those
Each
roads,
one.
it very well could
That, well, that,
be an easement.
Yeah.
yeah.
but see, it's just
I
like
just-
down
I
here.
know that a lot of times when you, and they've gotten better, but if you like, I buy 20 acres and I actually have it surveyed and I've got 17, not 20, but you're still paying.
I was gonna
20,
suggest a
because that's-
survey.
I know when I bought my place, that's basically what it was. And they get around that with that plus or minus, 20 acres plus or minus. So you may have actually said, when you thought you had 20, you may have actually only had 17. And then is that integrity?
It is.
Yeah, as everything changes, it's just like anything else. They're getting better at you know what I'm saying, marking out and figuring out where they're at. Now that's don't take me that for 100%, but that could very likely be part of the issue. And then, like you said, you got 2 roads there
With the 50 foot in.
with, and I'm not. Do you know what the easement is for Corps?
Well, the Corps of Engineers, the thing is, you get into MoDOT, some of theirs are 80 feet.
Right. That's
And
gravel
the
road,
Corps,
isn't it?
But
Is
that,
a gravel road?
that road was
When
built
my
in
dad
the
sold
Corps, when the Case-River Dam went in.
Is that a gravel road?
Yeah, it was gravel road.
Yes.
901. See, it
It
should
is.
all
Yeah,
be
yeah,
counted.
yeah.
And that should, and I can't understand if that road was put in.
Section
when
in the
Case-River
road
went
and
in,
deed,
why they made that.
that's where,
Somebody's done that over the years. But when it
I don't
happened,
know
I
that it's
don't know.
consecutive.
That's,
so it doesn't, D doesn't say that it's consecutive.
I don't know. Cause that's when it had to happen. But the Corps wouldn't have been the one building that. They're not the ones that have been building that.
Yeah, if it's not a state
Corps,
highway, most
Cause
of
that
it
was,
isn't.
that had to be when Corps didn't put that road in. I wouldn't have thought. Now it's,
I kind of thought they did, but I mean, I was just a kid growing up.
yeah, I'm
Trying to figure out what they did.
Yeah, it seemed like my dad talked about eminent domain, so they had to take the land, and then, but we always had that across the road. It's always
to
been.
see it, and I know, but the Corps of Engineers,
Well,
the thing is, it's a county road. That's what's,
That's what I was
puzzling
gonna
me.
say, yeah, it's
and,
MoDOT.
but the county roads, I know in different places, right out here on 8th Street, that's next one. See, we got into that over as an easement deal. Cause it was showing and went through a building, but it didn't. and it's marked the other way. And we had quite an issue, but the Corps of Engineers got involved in that. And that was a county road. That's 8th Street. Don't know.
Well, even if it
I
was
just
50 or
don't
80
know.
feet on either side, there's still
Yeah.
a big chunk
But
of
to
land.
me, that little
I mean,
triangle and that was. Now the way I've always said, or what I've come up with, I know we had one issue up at Urick where they had a road and they come back and we said, hey, it goes back to the original landowners. Well, they go back to whoever the original landowners, it's no longer involved. And I can't understand why that curve wasn't put in there.
yeah, when it
Should've
was
been.
just up the hill.
Yeah.
Riles, he has that corner.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. All I can say is we'll get with Jake, look at him, we'll probably get with Scott, figure out what the heck goes on there. That's all we can do.
Okay.
Because I really don't know. I don't know the answer to it. And we can go back to, we've got the old maps. Doug can bring them up.
That's what I'm wondering, thinking map wouldn't be a good thing to look at rather than what we have.
Yeah,
The old
integrity is not 100% accurate. But the
'Cause it's
road
squared
is
Yep.
the way it's.
The old road is right there.
It probably did, probably just squared it right up.
Mhm.
Right, push your screen.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer right now. But we'll see what we can try to find out. Yeah, sure. Oh, the phone
Their
number.
contact information.
Yeah.
Yeah, area code 503.
Pardon?
Area code 503.
Before you go any further, we're recording, so if you'd rather write it down than put it online live, you can write
Oh,
it
online?
instead of say it.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know that we
Oh.
were recording, so if you didn't want to read your phone number out loud.
Here, you can write it in. Yeah. Oh,
There you go. That's all I
You can
needed to.
choose to answer or not answer.
yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Thank you, though. I just.
975 4756.
Okay.
And you want an email?
Yeah.
MASCUSP@AOL.com.
At AOL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
MA's cuss.
All right.
It's
Okay.
my initials and then the cusp. MA's
The
cuss.
cusp.
I used to make tea.
Oh, that works. Well, it's a good one, really. Not everybody's gonna copy.
Right.
Here's her the information on the puppy so that you know what you're
Yeah.
doing.
I'll get with Jake and try to figure out. I can't tell you the answer to it. I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know. To me, it's as simple as who owned the land before.
Yeah.
Because it's hasn't been, and because now that one out here on the highway, that was state road, but then they sold that off. But they had that because they had to buy the easement on the other side.
All right. Appreciate that.
Okay.
So in researching
Okay.
this, 100 Road down on the other side of my Uncle Denver was always a road. Timberlakes lived down there, and now the county told my uncle that it's not a road anymore, and they will not have county service down.
Private road now. Is there brown sign?
There's no sign.
No sign.
No sign. But when my uncle asked for the road maintenance to come down that road, they said, no, it's not a road anymore. And I'm curious how that happened.
This is 901 road.
No, this is,
To my map.
yeah. Go south from my Uncle Denver's.
I already closed it out, so give me your address again that we had earlier.
63 Southeast 901.
We'll be able to find it from there a lot easier, I'm sure. Okay.
Let's go down this road.
Okay.
And Timberlake's,
This is labeled as a private road right here. 100 private road. These people here, Denver Circs Trust. Yeah.
so how do you see that that's private? What, like, cause it says Southeast
100 P Road.
PD.
P?
Yeah,
Ah,
P means private. Mm-hmm.
So did they change that? Did the Timberlakes change that? Even, I mean, it says 100 road, so I don't know how it's not a road.
Well,
Right, so like, I used to live on Southeast 500 private road. Well, 500 going one way was not private. Well, then when my grandfather and them built back there, since it was consecutive like this, it's still Southeast 500 because you can't label it something else. But that was a private road because they built that road to go to their property.
But the road, but the maintenance they've been doing maintenance on it forever.
We're
They've been
seeing a
doing
lot
that
of
a lot.
that.
that, hey, you can look around. A lot of that has to do with the township and your
And who's in
greater
charge.
people,
Yeah.
even your greater people. They have, there's been some roads down.
Does it go all the way across there and it's just a portion, or is it?
It's just, it ends at their house.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
It has to do the township and what?
Well, a lot of townships, this was over in Fairview, and come find out, is a bus driver who used to live down there. Well, the township, they knew him, so they just bladed his road for him till he passed away. Then when he passed away, then these people got in an argument over who owned the road.
Because it was a private road and somebody was doing work for them that shouldn't have been.
So
Yeah.
that's,
And it was a private, but the township had been maintaining it. Then they couldn't do it because it wasn't a private road, or it wasn't a county road per se. That caused a big stink.
So we have a road, it's called a county road inventory, is what we have. And private roads are not inventory for the county because those aren't owned by the county. And so if it was noticed that that road was not on the county inventory, that it should have been a private road, maybe that's where the change went.
so does it show when?
All I
When
can
it
see is
changed.
that it's a private road. I can't see anything if it has changed, when it has changed. I really don't know.
So did the Timberlakes petition it to be a private road? Did they take any action to make it a private road?
I don't know. Are they new to
It's
the
nothing.
area? Is it something?
No, they've been our
they've
neighbors
been there
forever. Yeah.
What it probably was, is it was a private road to begin with,
And then
but somebody on the road board knew who was down there, friends, whatever. So they continued to take care of it. I don't know what
and then as road boards
as the road
changed,
boards changed,
what
because they're
township is
elected. Somebody else may have came in.
Leesville.
Leesville
Yeah.
Township. Okay.
Yeah, somebody
And-
else may have
yep.
came in and
And
said,
some new company.
because basically what they're doing is the taxes that the people pay, they're using taxpayer money to take care of a private road,
Private road.
which they can get in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So probably somebody came in, saw that, and they're like, hey, we better stop this. So it was probably always a private road, but everybody, Timberlakes, I think,
Yeah.
probably thought it was actually a county road. That's why it was being taken care of.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And not
'Cause
necessarily.
I think it's pretty hard to
Yeah.
change a county road into a private road.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
that's
hey,
like
it's,
almost impossible.
they have to be inspected and the commission has to agree to take it in.
So
That's the problem.
so you're saying, or it's making sense to you that the Timberlakes changed it.
No, Timberlake's not necessarily changed it. I can tell you, who probably changed it. Somebody moved up, further up the road, and their road wasn't getting taken care of as good as they thought. Well, we're going down there all the way. Well, not all that is the road, is a private. Well, then they chopped it off.
Let me see that. I'm gonna look and see if I can find anything that was ever petitioned for Southeast 100 Road
Yeah.
here. But I tend to agree with Mark that it's probably
It's-
always been a private
Yeah,
road.
Yeah.
I'd almost bet that's what
Probably
it is.
never was a
What you
Yeah.
might do is check with your township and that the road board and go in and talk to them. I mean, they're probably going to tell you the same thing that we were taking care of it and we shouldn't have been. But at least you're going to know
Yeah.
because it hasn't ever. I'm going to say 99.9%. It wasn't changed. It's always been, and they were basically screwing up. They honestly shouldn't have been doing it to begin with.
Okay.
But they did it, which benefited the Timberlakes. So
Yeah.
it's just
And my uncle, because I mean,
Yeah,
that's taking
yeah.
care of
Yeah.
the edge.
Yeah.
there.
So that's kind of where you're at. Because for us to take it, it's got to meet certain specs. You know, the turnaround.
Gotta be so wide,
I mean, there's all
reduces-
sorts of stuff that we've got to have before, because you got to have someplace to turn around and come back out. We've got to have the
turnaround.
what do you call it? The
At the end.
easements.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
So they
all of
come
that.
out.
So that I'd be willing to bet that's what happened.
I would be willing to bet that's exactly.
Yeah.
And in that area, that's easy to say because a lot of people, it's just
There's a
it's
lot
good
down there.
friends. That's and most likely it was somebody up the road that moved in, and the Timberlakes didn't know a thing about it.
Yeah.
It really could have been just lack of knowledge. That
Right.
They didn't know. that
Right.
it was a private road. Not saying everybody was doing something shady. It just really could have been
Yeah.
lack of
Just not-
knowledge.
Somebody lived down there, so they thought we need great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's which is good. But
So then it doesn't matter that a post office person goes down that private road.
No,
make any
it's on a
difference.
private post office. They're going down to deliver. They've always delivered it out.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah, that's a post office rule. That wouldn't be our rule. If they don't go down private roads, that's a post office rule, not a county rule.
Because usually the post office wants it out on that main road.
yeah, they
Yeah.
want it mailbox out
Yeah.
to
But-
the edge.
Then again, that makes difference on the mail carrier.
But I mean, you said that's generational land, so this has probably been going on forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody just took it to
Yeah.
that's county road.
It kind of, yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Keep my,
well, that's what it is.
yeah, but it from the outside it looks just like things are just getting taken away.
But I can't understand why it didn't show up on the map. Them two little corners should have been his property.
Yeah.
Whoever owned it.
Yeah.
Because somebody changed the road, and that had to be I don't know, the county or whatever.
I don't know what Riles did different to have it show up. That's the
I don't know. Anyway,
Alright.
but that's not his.
I mean, you guys can always petition to have it become a county road. It's just you have, like I said, you have to meet the specs. Which I'm not.
Yeah,
That's
I'll just ask her
If
for her phone number again because I can't read.
Fire.
I was watching you. I couldn't read it either, but I
Fire
trusted
three.
you.
975 47 56.
What's the first three? Area code 503.
I knew it was at 6
I've got something going in my corporate tone, and I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna look just to see if there was ever any petitions for that road. Just out of my own curiosity. I'll let you know if I.
What does a petition look like? What is and the definitions of the road, the turnaround? Where can I find that information?
Have you got a copy?
I may have my copy with me. Maybe.
They have a document of the requirements to be a county road that tells you exactly what you have to have. I'll just send you a copy.
You guess you have one of these?
Huh? Have you got an extra copy?
I got this one. You need one?
No, I got one.
Yeah, she can have that.
If I can get my computer working.
And everything needs to meet, or is it just a portion?
You gotta have all of it.
Okay. That makes sense. How many days do you think it would take to research the property?
Won't take very long, get on Jake.
Okay.
See what we can.
Couple
I'll let
days.
he needs to be working on it, 'cause it's in the south, so.
Okay.
So I'll help him all I can. I
Do
know
you-
about it.
Do you have any more questions for me?
No, anything, Kelly?
No,
I mean,
no, I'm.
like, I don't have the answers,
That.
really, what, even though I really think it's always been a private road in some township, and it's probably the person on the township or somebody lived down there that they've been living there all the year. Well, we always bladed the road for them. It's a good old boy deal.
Yeah.
Then when you have a change in the township, well, if somebody comes in and that could happen, well, why are you doing it?
And you say township, you mean the Henry County Road,
No, the
No,
township board,
Township board.
the
Leesville?
Leesville Township Board, and I think that changed hands too. They had some new ones.
If you give me a second, I can tell you.
And
who to get hold of.
Robert, who's on that?
Who was that? Not Fairview.
Ryan Slater, Leesville,
Leesville,
Randy Howell,
Randy Howe.
Ryan Slater. Can't think.
Yeah,
Well, I said I had.
I tell you what. Now that changed, and did Robert
It
Norfleet
hasn't
go on that
changed.
for a while?
It has not changed. It's been the same for
Huh?
a while.
Yeah, they-
Slater, Howe, Houck, and Powell.
Yeah, it's been the same for a while.
Who
Slater.
Slater? His number.
You know, he'd be the one to talk to.
Yeah, his
he's been
number
on
is
there the
660-869-7328.
What's his first name?
Ryan.
Ryan Slater. Okay. And there's 3 people on that board: Houck and Powell and
Yeah.
Slater.
Yeah, there's 4.
Randy Howell. Louise Houck.
Yep.
And is it Jerry?
Did Jeremy get off of
Jeremy
it?
Howell. He may not be on it.
Yeah, I don't have any information for him, so.
But I think Ryan's probably been on there about as long. Louis Howe could be the one that's been on there longest.
Louise Houck and who Howell?
Randy.
Randy.
I have Miles Bailey as a board member, not Jeremy.
Do you know Jake Bradley?
Not
He's
by
got a
name.
card right up there.
I was gonna
He's
get
just
it.
outside.
Here.
He's just not here today.
There's mine, and there's Jake.
Okay.
And he's a Southside commissioner.
Okay. Okay.
But he'll dive into it too. It's fine, yeah.
Okay.
He's pretty good about it. So,
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
all right,
Take care.
glad to meet you.
Good to meet you guys. Thank you.
You know, when the 911 addressing all of that changed, they found a lot of roads that were not labeled right either. That it could have happened then too. It doesn't mean
That's
that
right, yeah.
somebody else was doing
No,
it.
it's very possible. It got changed. But I can't help with that road going straight down to
If
their
there's no
house.
sign, then that's why the township's doing it.
And
There's no
there's-
sign, it just, because it goes all the way across and then
Yeah.
it stops, so.
And the thing is, it was that guy's property, and that's where the road come from to begin with.
Sounds like it's just a driveway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the pictures, it looks like it's a driveway.
and it's a long driveway.
Throw a few more houses along it and they can call it a road.
Even that doesn't always
You want
work.
some coffee? More?
And kudos to her for trying to find out,
Yeah,
rather than just assuming and.
I think the word you were looking for, Mark, is cul-de-sac.
Yeah, there you
That's a city word.
It's gotta have a turnaround. Gotta have a roundabout at the end of that.
Round it out.
Gotta have a cul-de-sac.
I know,
It's a
right?
roundabout. I like roundabouts.
Roundabout will go around you.
My wife eats around.
I hate
Once
roundabouts.
she gets mad,
go. Wendy won't ride with me when we come up to roundabouts. She says I'm rude.
well, whoever's in the circle has a right.
You guys don't know what roundabouts are. You need to go to Europe where they got multi-lane
Yeah.
roundabouts.
But is that
Uh,
one of
And
the
you get to go around several times.
vacation movies? What movie is that where they just sit there and circle around? Or it's one of the Lampoon's movies. And they
Go to Paris, look at the Arc de Triomphe. That's got a huge roundabout. Now, these are just
What do we
single
have
lane
next?
roundabouts.
What's on the agenda? I got
got it.
it.
Got it there. I got it.
I think all we have left is Ivan now.
Yeah.
But I know he's in the meeting
He
until
is.
11, so we can't do him early. So I am going to take stuff down to Amy so she can get started on these bills.
I suppose.
You guys can start on this before we get with Ivan.
Mm.
I'm just gonna leave him here and let you take out which one. Man.
Do you know if Mark's downstairs?
Arden, I seen him in the parking lot just a little bit ago, heading into the courthouse, so I'd say.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, since all you guys are gonna do is rubber stamp Prop 190 stuff,
Let's see.
or Senate Bill 190 stuff, and then go into close, I'm gonna go down and talk to Mark.
Yup, don't blame ya.
See you guys next week.
Have a
Be
great
careful.
weekend.
Okay.
Alright. I CC'd you guys in my email to Maggie about today with Ivan, so you guys know what we're gonna discuss, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I didn't want to blindside you.
Yeah, I guarantee that was exactly what you said. Good old boy. Just taking care of a neighbor,
That's what it was.
which you gotta appreciate.
Yeah, back then it's good, but I'm talking about nowadays,
Yeah.
and it can be a simple damn deal. Once he dives into it. And I'm thinking back when Robert Norfleet, I think he's on Leesville, that works for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on Leesville, because he has always called about some road. What the hell we doing it? It's not our road. Where's Kelly? We need. You know, as far as I'm concerned, we need to adjourn.
Is she not gonna?
It's gonna be a little bit. She comes back up. Because we're just gonna be a stamping and go into closed session. And I don't think everybody wants to watch us stamp stuff. Hold it.
It's pretty entertaining.
Huh?
It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining. down. I need to. I want to Sunday. Look at some weather a little further. Say 1st of February, certain place. See if we can do that. Tell me about what's going to happen. He may not even want to talk. Yeah, but I didn't say anything about that. I can't figure out where he got it. You know what? What's I picked up, nobody was there. Let's see.
I need to put integrity on my computer.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
need to put that
Well, you can.
integrity on. It's on here.
Yeah.
I haven't got it.
Well, I got something on my mind. I'm doing something wrong.
You drop stuff?
Huh?
You drop stuff
No,
if you're holding it?
No, I've done something. I got in. I had to sign up. I was doing some stuff with QuickBooks. And there's something that locked up my. I can't get into my. I can get into it, but now I've kind of worked around. I've got it, but it just used to. I just punched it and it came out of it.
And it's hard to read some of these people's writing.
Huh?
It's hard to read some of these people's writing.
Rooster. Here. Trying to figure out how to be the best way. Try to keep them halfway in order.
I don't know if it matters if they're in order.
Well,
I mean, all they're
Kelly
doing.
didn't like keep them in order. I wonder if I could start it back on some.
You'll yeah, go that way.
And then I'll just lay mine up here, and then once we get
Because I
so
give them
far,
to you.
then once we get where I can get where I stand, I'll get a few of them to work on. Start a pile and put a septic on and stamp mine as a go. Get your Wonder why. I got one here. In 21. This doesn't make sense to me. This the mailing address. So here's Robert Vaughn, 1127 Northeast Northwest 800, Urick Bow, but the tax receipt goes to Robert Vaughn, 2125 Pleasant Hill, Missouri.
Maybe you moved.
Well, the sworn deed was in 21. Back in 21. And here's the guarantee's address, 2125 High Ridge, Pleasant Hill, Missouri. And that's the same address as this.
So it sounds like he's living in Pleasant Hill and claiming for the property.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a question mark on it. I'm not in for proving it, where he's getting his mail somewhere else.
Right. You know, these are never going to slow down. These are never going to slow down because next year people are going to be.
And if we have to go back to them all again, plus.
We need to find that. There's one of the counties had a way that they weren't going, like next year, when all these people refile, they were doing something where they didn't have to go back and go through all of them. They just had to go back through the new. I need to find that, how they did that.
The problem they have, just like if they move, all of a sudden go to another house and still keep the property.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that one, I just thought, boy, that didn't look right.
Hey, Doug. how are
Hey,
you?
Doug.
This is on that lady.
Oh, search.
Did
you figure that out?
No, it's, and here's the original deed. That's the only deed we have for it. I even zoomed it in so you could read that. But it's been like that for, and I told her, it's like, she said, oh, mom's been taking it for years. It's like, as long as we've had an overlay, it's been part of the right of way. I said, you had to talk to the commissioners about some sort of deal, because, I mean,
See, here's where this is the old one.
yeah, that's our overlay. It's always been like that. And she was talking about this one over here. It's like, that was before I even started.
I told her, I still don't, because here's the one I said you might go to the old overlay.
Yeah, that's
But hell, it's showing the same thing.
that's what I was just saying. That usually
That's right.
or there.
But this goes right down his private property, goes to his house.
And I told her I told her you had to talk to the commissioners because that's part of we have as part of the county road. And I said, if you want to do some sort of survey where you get a, but I mean, the only deed we have is from 1974.
He may have been taking care of it just because he thought make it look nice.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought, oh, it's mine, and maybe
Yeah.
it what?
Look at it. And here's what I'd ask you, because that's what I was going to go, because that's the Mylar.
Yeah,
That's
our
Mylar.
tax maps.
That's right.
So I
And
mean,
that goes back to John's days.
yeah, John. I mean,
So,
Jim started those overlays. Had some guy do it back in the early.
Yeah.
I was going to 81, 82, whenever he
something like that.
when they went from township collector or whatever
Mhm.
to
Yeah, the county,
county
because
assessor.
it used to go to somebody's house.
But
I
that's what we have, and I say, unless you got some sort of survey or surveys trump, any deed or whatever. But unless they're recorded, we don't get them.
No, and but you look at that, it's been that way ever since.
Yeah,
Ever.
I mean,
And I can't help what they done,
yeah.
but I can't tell you when that road went in, and nobody else can either.
That's like when you talk about those road inventories and stuff like that. It's like you pretty well have to have some sort of paper trail anymore.
Yeah.
It's like,
That could have been a 911 deal.
yeah.
Kelly brought that up, and that's very possible.
But that's what I have, and the only deed that has that 1974.
Here she comes.
Yeah, I caught Scott in the office.
Yeah, he was helping some ladies, so I brought it up. And
Hey,
What?
that even goes back before.
that's it back.
Yeah,
I mean,
search.
from 1974. That's the only deed they have, and we've never done. It's part of the road on our tax maps, everything. But I told the lady you can come talk to commissioners about some sort of work something out, or
I can't tell you.
get a survey. I don't know what else to tell you. But she was. I could tell her, she was not happy with what I said. I was like,
I also
What do you-
suggested a survey.
yeah. So
Tell you what.
there you go. Enjoy.
And then, guess what? How's the survey going to come up with that?
Cause it will
With-
go by her deed and mark her her land
Yeah.
I know it.
as it's written in the deed.
But yeah,
But see, this even goes back before that.
unless the only thing I can say is if she want to get a survey and then county that little portion.
This is
See,
back
I'm
in
wondering, since that's a private road.
1963, isn't it?
Yeah, 6.
The road doesn't
But
come
then-
off there. It's a different location. The private road is a
Well,
different
the
location.
deeds from 1974.
That we were talking
Yeah.
about.
Maybe
It's
I
different
can't
area. It's
15th or
not-
18th.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I thought that little part.
But
No,
When they
it's
say
county road.
40 acres subject to when they did all these deeds, they say subject to existing public and private roads and easements.
Mm-hmm.
They're vague,
The other thing.
very
But
vague.
see, that was like that.
But I
since-
mean,
And I'm not for sure when he bought the land. Is this, I wonder if
that's
this,
the deed. 490.
that's when, all right. And
323
19, when was it? 96? That's on probably
July. Oh wait, May.
May of,
Whoops, May.
uh,
I can't tell. 15th or 18th of 1974. 1974.
okay.
That was a good year. I was born that year.
Ah,
Yeah. I can't tell.
yeah,
1974.
Uh,
But let's just say they've had
that's been that way.
that's been that way. I mean, like I said, if I told her you could talk to the commissioners about some sort of deal or you get a survey,
I'm wondering, Doug. That road goes like this.
and then she was talking. She was talking about then she
Yeah.
was like about this. It's like that's been like that for.
That's before you.
I was gonna say I've been off and on since '95, but I've never done anything.
Well, this road goes this way.
Yeah.
And then this one goes this way. And if there's a 50-foot easement off of both sides of the road, that's probably why it's never been.
But I mean, if they did 50, they should have did some sort of like this. And I said counties always had it, and like Mark says, her dad took care of it just to make it look good.
What's an
Sure.
easement? What's the easement on the road?
Yeah.
On 90,
Ish.
is that it?
It's
80
80
feet?
foot.
That's an 80-foot
I could
easement
take
down
care of a
through
piece of
there.
property forever, but it
Okay,
doesn't mean
so
it's
they're
mine.
two
Yeah.
acres, and then 40
Okay.
foot, 80 foot there, and then 40 foot.
40 foot over here
Yeah.
on this
So
road.
80 foot, 40 foot.
Should there, if you took an 80 foot, and 40
That's
foot,
what I'm
there
saying.
ain't gonna be much
There's
right
right
there.
there.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
exactly what I'm
Strip in the middle.
Yeah, there's just
Because I told you, see, and
two slices of a brush hog and you have it taken care of.
see, I don't,
That's what I'm
80
saying. I think the easements are
Southeast
leading,
80
and that's
road.
why it's never been somebody's property because it's easement area.
But yeah, I told the lady, and I could tell in her tone, you could tell in the tone of voice, she was not happy. It's like, man, I mean, it's been like that for
It's been that
ages.
way
I say,
forever.
if you can, like I said, talk to commissioners, maybe you guys can.
Hey,
I mean, the commissioners can't just give away land.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you had to talk to
a
commissioners.
lot more to it than that.
Yeah, then you'd have to also get a survey, some sort of,
Somebody's going to have to come up with something.
yeah,
And she won't want to
Survey
spend
would
money for that little dad.
survey would pretty well solve it.
But that's not on this.
Yeah,
That's on this.
that's on there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the way I see it,
Survey,
it's
and then you
easement.
have to do the recording fees and
I feel
I
like
don't-
it's probably the easement. Right? It just
She,
from this road to this road,
Yeah.
and so it's just never been.
the
yeah,
thing gets me that 80 foot. See, that goes back a long, long time ago.
yeah,
And that's in the old farm to market roads when they first came through.
uh-huh.
And I know John used to talk about that, different things that happened years and years ago. But that's more like a state that had
Yeah,
because the 80 foot is what the state gets.
yeah. That's what I said. Say some of this, 3/4 or 7/8 of these county roads are 40 foot wide, majority. Then you get a few of them I know the one out there by south of Lake Dew, that's a pretty big one too. Not very many are bigger than 40 foot.
No,
But yeah, on our website we have that number like I showed you, Jim,
Yeah.
and then
that.
you got that little
yeah, we
arrows
got
there.
That shows what
Yeah.
is. I guess my only thing I was wondered on this road when was that, because what got me is why this road had such a wide easement. But that's before any of our
Yeah, many of
times.
us.
That was us done it.
But yeah, it's the same. Good deal.
I wonder if it has something to do with it was quarry back in there, if they didn't widen that road back.
It
when
could,
the quarry was operational.
I'm surprised they were over there by Montrose Lake are not that way too, because Peabody.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
because they done away with a lot of roads.
I was just say because they bought my mom and dad's like 79 out there because my mom and dad used to live up by
Yeah.
south of Don Jeanette Road,
Yep.
and then they used that. My mom and dad's old house, the one I was born, for office, and then in their hunting lodge. But they just tore it. I was going to take my girls out there to let them see it, but found out they had to tear it down because of mold in the basement they put it on. But if you need anything else, let me know. But that's
Okay.
no problem.
All right.
I was just say survey, and then I was like, pretty well that's it. And then just get some sort of deed where
I don't. She'll figure. But I'm certain she's gonna have to go to the attorney to figure that out.
yeah, attorney, and
Yeah.
she's gonna find out it's gonna be a little more expensive than what it's worth, especially for 80 foot. And like you said, Kelly, if you did that,
Little splotch of land's all
Yeah.
it is.
and
Yeah.
just he did make it look nice.
Well, thank you for bringing that up.
No problem.
All right. All right.
I put in the minutes that it was determined that the property in question has never been privately owned, and the commissioner are going to suggest that she gets a survey to find out where her property lays. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry there. Yeah, I asked, Scott came in my office, so I asked him about it. He said, I'll go get the stuff. I said, okay, take it away.
Look, that's this.
Here's another one.
Yeah, another.
Yeah, he doesn't live
Huh? That's right.
And I looked at that.
Well, look at his address.
Well, that's where it's mailed to, but his driver's license is they live in York.
At the address or where the house is?
Yeah.
Was another one, the address going.
That's 2024. It was mailed there. Yeah, his driver's license has your.
But the mailing address, I guess my big thing is
The mailing address could be anything. Mine could be P.O. Box 7 in Clayton.
Yeah, I know what the P.O. boxes. Unless he moved there in 25 or 24, I don't know when he moved. I'm not. All right, let's see. Okay. All these are ready, right? Take up the have a real.
This is the
Huh?
individual who also applied for, or who also interviewed for the county clerk position.
Oh. Where did he live? He lived
He
there in
lives in
Uri?
Uri.
And is that the address of the farm where he's leaving? That's one.
It looks like they just built or something on there because in 2024, their taxes were $384.33. In 2025, they were $7,488. So I would assume that they owned the property in 24, built in 25. Are you following?
I'm trying to follow.
$384.33 is all they paid in
Well,
taxes.
was there anything on structures?
Yes, there was a house there, but just listen for a second.
You were saying they built.
Right, their taxes are now $7,480.
Holy crap!
So I'm assuming that they must have built. Yes, they built a structure.
I must build a big structure. How much is?
$123,440.
Well, that isn't that much for 100 and some thousand. How the hell we get with $7,000 for taxes?
They have 7,600 on land for a total of 131,040. There was no structure in 24, and now there is obviously a very large structure. Because Sherwood school tax is 4.65.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's one reason why.
So they've built a home, is what they've done.
Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Let's see. Mark had one here.
Mark had a question on that. I'm not sure why they're still getting their stuff at Pleasant Hill, but on here they put their mailing address.
Right there.
That's the Uric, no,
Oh,
it's Uric.
the new mailing address.
Yes, their mailing address. It just hasn't been changed in the taxing.
Yeah, this one.
I'll punch it. Oh, I mean, that one's pretty. Have we had any of these life estate ones before?
Not that I can remember. He is living there.
The license sheet, it doesn't actually transfer anything until you die.
That's
I don't know, that would be a questionable one for me because a life estate's different than a trust.
right.
Where a trust, you're putting it in something, but a life estate is nothing happens but one time death.
Yeah, see,
It's probably good to.
yep, sure can.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a professional. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, they're 5%. Oh no. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There was no designation in the budget. It just said for employees. It never said who it was for. We never received anything on that. Yeah, we didn't even know who it was designated to or how much. So, and we're certain that was supposed to take effect January 1st, not on our anniversary. Of that. I guess we take marching orders for a pay from the Christian's office from Jen, and we could Jen and Sir. I mean, yeah, so as long as you're comfortable with that, and that's how it's done before. Okay, well, I just want to make sure that it went through the right, that you have the documentation where that you did it. You did it from Jen. That's fine. No, I'm sure they're on the same page. I just wanted to make sure that that was right for what you needed. Okay, okay, that's, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, we have that, you're doing that now. Okay. I don't know that it'll. And then if not, I mean, at least it'll still be approved and everything, so when it goes. I think that's probably the best way. No, I would go ahead and do it. And then, I mean, worst case scenario, if it doesn't hit tomorrow, it hits Monday. Okay, thank you. I just don't know that. For the recorder's office, is not on the property, it just has to stay there. Just don't, I'm not how I understand retaining license.
Once we get through all of these and probably get done with Ivan, I got some questions that I want figured I'd have you explain to me.
Jamie?
I mean, it's somewhat about the budget, but it's not. But I want to make
have
sure
the
I know
answers.
the answers if somebody
I
asks.
hope I have the answers.
I have complete faith.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I just did a little retained life estate search, and it says deeds of personal property to another party, but retains the right to live there for the rest of their life. This means the donor can continue to use and occupy the property while the ownership is transferred to the remaining
that's what
name
I-
upon the donor's
That's
death.
kind of what I thought, but then when you said when they pass away, that actually made sense.
That makes more sense to me, but I don't know the legalese.
They've got too many trusts. They need to just simplify it.
All kinds of different deeds and
Yeah.
Well, that's why I kept looking into it, because if the recorder of deeds are saying no, I mean, they know what they're talking about. Them girls know what they're doing down there. I always thought that just meant that it doesn't change ownership until you die. Apparently it does.
Slowly but surely getting drunk.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one Mark looked at.
Yeah.
I agree that after I've looked up some things too, that I know the girls in the recorder's office know what they're talking about. It does transfer ownership, so that'd be a denial. If you guys continue to deny them as you have previously. Thanks for having me bring that up.
All right.
I didn't know he was going to bring it up. He was getting it from me, and I was going to come, but
That's okay.
he came.
That's okay.
I mean, it's really his deal anyway.
Yeah.
Did he explain it as well as
Yeah. This goes back.
this? All I got is what you got.
Exactly. It looks exactly like what I said. 80. There's an 80-foot easement on this road and a 40-foot on this road.
Yeah.
But once you get the easement, that's ate up that property, and so it doesn't actually belong to anybody except for the county. The easements from the county.
I tell you what, part of it really bugs and that's what happened a lot of places. But to have an 80-foot easement on that road, county road, that's like the state highway. And but this is old Mylar. I said, when I was looking at that, I said, well, we go back to the old map, and that would show it. Crap, I can't figure out where they come up with that, but they did. But I think that was just I don't know what happened.
I mean, technically, I guess it's possible that she could have
A little strike.
I mean, something like that.
Yeah.
Which
Which you only find out in the survey by going by your deed.
and she really, that is the gold standard is a survey.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it have to be. Now, how they're going to come up with it.
I don't know what she wants to do with it, and I know she's not paying taxes on it. So
I do.
I mean, I don't want to take anybody's land, and we're not.
No, we're not taking it.
It was determined it was never privately owned.
Since the road went through, which I don't know when that was. Before me. Probably before you.
That's right.
If the easements were so
I totally.
We can get out the stone tablets and check.
I tell you what, kind of like I told you, I can go back to John, and that's what John used in Mylars. I said, all you got to do is Doug's got it.
Yeah.
And then Doug walks in and says, yeah, here it is.
Uh,
There is nothing there.
Bailey's Quarry is like back in that area. That might be possible why the easements were so wide back then.
Well, there's a lot of places around the county when they started doing stuff, they went ahead and did 80-foot easements. I mean,
Isn't that the old farm to market roads? They used to, whenever they was building them,
Farm to market.
cause then they could get them blacktop.
They tried.
Yeah.
But
I bet that's.
there's a
why.
lot of them throughout that what they started running into in a lot of places, they do use the much more narrow easements, which is fine. I mean, it's an easement. So it really didn't take anybody's land. But for future expansion, I mean, the things that the hoops we have to jump through now to go on the side of a bridge or to replace a bridge or do something like that or put in culverts.
Yeah,
You know, it's nice to have that 80-foot easement, even
yeah,
though
it'd be
we
nice.
don't use it. So
But very seldom you're gonna find.
My next question, she had a question about Southeast 100 private road. She says it's not private, that the township and maintaining commissioners explained to her that a good old boy agreement back in the day, or somebody didn't know that it was a private road or what, and then that's why it didn't. My memory tells me that 20 years ago when I started here, if you had a private road, you were in charge of purchasing the sign and putting a sign at the end of the road. So that's likely why. Dennis, I just missed a call from him.
road bridge.
Anyways, I remember they had to purchase their own sign, so it's not likely. She said, well, there's never been a sign. Well, they probably got purchased one. To put at the end of the road, so. But when we did the 911, did we supply the private road signs at that point in time? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that either. I mean, it's clearly labeled private. There's only one house back there.
Actually, it's right. No, because he's right out there. So I'll find out what he has to say. I'll get back to you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call this back.
Probably that. So, any other questions? Just thought we'd put that one to bed.
Nope.
Yeah.
And your stuff is all done, right? Did you get anything from me?
I missed a call from you, sir.
Oh.
Okay.
And I think I don't have any. Whatever happened to that
Okay.
little,
I was making sure you
that
didn't
little
get
corner
the.
of land right on W?
I got the text. So.
Whatever happened with that?
All right, thank you. Bye.
You know, the one that was.
Oh, you know what? Now all of a sudden, the one that Jake, well, not Jake, but yeah, Jake has a ranch down there. Anyway, that corner, and now all of a sudden somebody went ahead and put a no drive-through and put road speed bumps over there. I don't know what happened there on that. Why they did.
Okay, let me check on that.
But anyway, I just seen it and I thought, well, evidently. That's your buddy there.
I don't have any buddies.
But
Don't you know that by now?
but that's the only thing I know of that's happening out there. All right.
Well, I was just checking to
Right.
make sure that everything.
I think,
okay with that.
yeah, I think we got what we needed. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to.
Yep.
Smooth transition there.
Okay.
And sometimes.
That being said, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
No. You're going into closed session to meet with Ivan at 11.
We can't be a recording there.
Well, I know, but you can't adjourn. You need a motion to go into closed session, not adjourn.
Oh, well, we're not ready to do that. Well,
You're pretty
yeah, we
close,
are.
yeah.
All right. There's no way to entertain a motion from closed session.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that. Motion been made, second, going to closed session. All voice roll call, Mark,
Yes.
Jim, yes, motion carried.